In 1993, three engineers met at a Denny's diner and sketched a company on a napkin. Everyone told them it would fail. 32 years later, that company became the most valuable on Earth, worth over $5 trillion. This is how a boy who once cleaned toilets built NVIDIA. Jensen Huang was born in Tainan, Taiwan, in 1963. When he was 9, his parents sent him and his brother to America alone. A mix-up landed them at a reform school in rural Kentucky, a place for troubled boys. Jensen, the smallest kid there, was made to clean the toilets every night. His roommate couldn't read, so Jensen taught him letters, and in return the older boy taught Jensen to do pull-ups. He did not break. The family reunited in Oregon. Jensen was a quiet prodigy, a nationally ranked table tennis player by 16, and an electrical engineer who finished school early. He took a job designing chips, first at AMD, then at a company called LSI Logic. By day, he drew microchips. By night, he watched Silicon Valley mint fortunes building the future. In 1993, at 30, Jensen co-founded NVIDIA with two veteran engineers, Chris Malachowski and Curtis Preem. Their bet: that one day computers would need a separate chip just to draw 3D worlds for games. They had no product and no customers. They named the company after the Latin word for envy, because they wanted to be the company everyone else envied. Their first chip, the NV1, was a disaster. They had bet on the wrong technology just as the whole industry standardized on something else. It was incompatible with everything, and the orders were canceled. NVIDIA burned through its cash and laid off more than half its staff, down to about 30 people. They were months from bankruptcy. Jensen later said NVIDIA was always 30 days from going out of business. That fear never left him. With the company nearly dead, they made a desperate gamble. They could not afford to test the next chip the normal way, so they bought an expensive emulator and shipped it almost blind. And it worked. They sold 1 million units in 4 months. Then, in 1999, NVIDIA released the GeForce and did something brilliant. They coined a brand new term for it: the GPU, the graphics processing unit. They did not just sell a chip. They named an entire category and made themselves its king. Then Jensen made the bet that no one understood. A GPU could do thousands of small calculations at once, perfect for games. But Jensen believed that same power could do science, simulations, anything. In 2006, he bet the company on a piece of software called CUDA that let any programmer use the GPU for math, not just graphics. For years, Wall Street called it a waste, and NVIDIA stock sagged. He kept funding it anyway. Then, in 2012, a neural network won an image contest by a landslide, trained on 2 NVIDIA gaming cards. Artificial intelligence had found its engine, and Jensen already owned it. Everything changed. Every lab on Earth needed NVIDIA's chips to build AI, and Jensen pivoted the whole company from gaming to data centers. When ChatGPT exploded in 2023, the world discovered that NVIDIA made the one thing nobody else could supply: a single AI chip selling for tens of thousands of dollars, with years-long waiting lists. NVIDIA's revenue tripled. In 2023, it crossed $1 trillion in value, and by 2025, it became the first company in history worth $5 trillion. Jensen, the toilet-cleaning immigrant boy, was now worth more than $170 billion. He has run NVIDIA for over 30 years, one of the longest-serving founder CEOs alive. He still wears the same black leather jacket, and still tells his engineers the company is 30 days from going out of business. He turned envy into a name, failure into fuel, and a chip for games into the engine of the AI age. Not bad for the boy who cleaned the toilets.